Okay. Done. Yeah, still same. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, again, this for those of you not know don't know, I'm trying out a new streaming software, basically in preparation for CrocFest. Uh, basically, just to avoid problems that could arise from uh, uh, issues with the way we normally record. So it's my first test run of it. As I was saying earlier, Bryant will be joining us here in a little bit. Don't know how long that's going to be, but yeah, Reptile Ramblings number 16. We're prepping for CrocFest, getting ready for CrocFest, pre-gaming CrocFest, if you will. So, gonna be talking a little bit a shop, talk about what's been going on in our lives recently, um, all that good stuff. Hopefully, so. But Brian's on a bit of a hike. We'll see how long he'll be before he gets back. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. Let me check this live stream again, make sure I'm actually live, because I'm having... Okay. Yep, I'm actually live. Alright, that's good. Alright. But, yeah. Past 2 weeks, I did a little random Ohio herping here and there. Didn't see much, but I did get a lifer. I went up to... well, I'm actually not going to give the location away. It's a public state park on the shores of Lake Erie, so it's easy enough to find. It's supposedly a really good spot to see eastern fox snakes. However, every time I've gone up there, I've been skunked down on fox snakes. Only snake I've ever seen there, and that was like 2 or 3 years ago, was a common eastern garter. There's butler garter snakes there as well. I've never seen butlers, only the commons there. So, go figure. But, yeah, just... I got my lifer Blandings turtle. Now, I think I've seen Blandings up there before. However, this is my first confirmed time seeing that. Where you could see the yellow chin and all that good stuff. So, that was great. And, yeah, one more lifer on the list. When we're at CrocFest, kind of like the evening before and the morning after, hoping to do a little bit of field herping here and there. Hopefully, we'll get a few more lifers in the Houston area. One of which I'm really hoping for is buttermilk racers, because those are just such a pretty looking snake. So I'm really looking forward to going herping, and I'll hopefully be herping with a couple buddies down there as well. I'm not going to name any names at the moment, but if you follow my Instagram stories, you'll probably find out in the next couple of days whether who we're herping with. So yeah, outside of CrocFest, going to be doing a little East Texas herping, a little Gulf Coast herping, which I've done a little bit of that in the past. Had a lot of fun doing in the Gulf Coast area. There's, it's maybe not the most quintessentially southern herpetofauna, I mean, because you do have Texas rat snakes, which, is a Pantherophis, shocker Pantherophis in the eastern half of the United States. Who would have thunk it? You have water moccasins, copperheads, again, very classic southern species, even though both those species do kind of range up into the Midwest as well. I haven't found any crotalus in East Texas yet. We might try and change that. Maybe not. It really depends on how our schedules work out this weekend. But yeah, crayfish snakes. Got to see some different species of crayfish snakes, which I'm always confused on those East Texas ones. I can't remember if they're Graham's crayfish or Gulf Coast crayfish. Can't remember which ones. But, yeah, see here. Moccasins, copperheads. Water snakes and rhodia. Those are very prevalent down there. Yeah, again, shocker. There's no rhodia in a coastal wetland area. So, yeah, got Louisiana greens and plain old yellow bellies down there. Which those yellow bellies, they're pretty snake. Actually lift them up. from the top, they look like a duller version of a fully grown water moccasin almost. But once you get that belly up, it's almost like a creamy sunshine yellow. It's like, it looks like really good butter almost. It's the best way to describe it. A very interesting snake on their own account. But yeah. Hopefully my co-host can get here in some form of time, so I won't have to be freestyling this too much. But yeah, CrocFest itself, looking forward to that. I haven't been to Crocodile Encounter in year and a half now. I didn't manage to get to Crocodile Encounter for the entire calendar year for the first time. So last year was the first year since 2019 that I got a full calendar year without going to Crocodile Encounter. Definitely going to change it this year. It was a yearly tradition of mine to make it down there at least once. I just love that place. But just things that happened this past year of travel and all that stuff. Traveling for other things as well. Just didn't have the time to go. But yeah, hopefully I'm definitely planning on enjoying my time there. And as I've been saying on many podcasts before that, we are going to be live streaming from that Saturday, June 7th. Yeah, the 7th. From probably 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 p.m. Central Time. Not exactly confirmed on the exact time, but it will be in kind of the early to mid-afternoon that we'll be doing that. And hopefully we'll actually have a couple of cool guests that will walk on and join us. What thinking about CrocFest is kind of the who's, the bee's knees of the croc community. So there's going to be some really cool people just walking around that will definitely make interesting conversations for at least a few minutes. Hopefully we don't drive them away. But yeah, just looking forward to that. I always enjoy wandering around Dieter's place. It's one of my favorite places on the planet. And this year is for Temista. He's raising funds for Temista, which, again, I haven't seen Temista in quite a while. From everything I've seen, they've grown quite a bit since the last time I saw them. So I'm really looking forward to seeing those guys again. And if they're anything like I suspect, they've gotten big. Which, to be fair, it's Temista, but it's a big species, a crocodilian. But they've gotten big from what I was used to seeing. I have a picture of them, one of them, back in 2019, holding them when I was a juvenile. I can see if I could pull that up, but yeah, just they've gotten so much larger now the past few years, but yeah. Yeah. But yeah. In other news, on my end, I'm actually going back to college. I'm going for a zoology degree. Going to finish that, hopefully. And I'm hoping to use that, get into grad school. Hopefully be able to get that, like I said, into grad school, get into teaching. And who knows, maybe I can finally use this little networking device called CrocCast that I've been building for the past half decade to see if I can maybe get into some post-grad research work with some interesting croc species. TBD. Remains to be seen. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And, well, I'm going to Ohio State for this degree, so branch campus nearby that I could go to for almost the entire course of the degree, so that'll save me a fortune in cash. But yeah, save me a fortune. And also, I'm gonna be honest, I'm an Ohio State fan. I have been since I was a little kid, so relatively inexpensive student tickets to home games, that's a big selling point as well. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And just getting back to the university groove for the first time since spring 2019. But yeah, there's me with juvenile temisma at Dieter's place. So just little guy now. I wonder how big this one is now. I'm kind of curious. He might be in the neighborhood of 8-ish feet, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to ask Dieter. I might ask him when I get down there. But yeah, good old little juvenile Temisma. I mean, who among us can say they've had the opportunity to hold or feed a Temisma or work with Temisma? Not that many, so I'm very grateful for my time there at Crocodile Counter, getting to work with this species. And for the podcast listeners who don't have the video, I have pulled up a picture of me holding a juvenile Temisma, probably 2.5-ish foot long. And that was back in June of 2019. So, oh gosh, almost 6 years ago on the dot. Whew, time flies when you're having fun, or when you're just getting older. I'll leave you to decide which is which in my case. But yeah. Just waiting on my co-host. So, but yeah. Fortunately, no one's watching, so no one can see me crash out and burn. Good stuff. I might have to make a phone call here real quick about someone. I might try and have a little surprise guest. Who knows? Maybe we'll see. To be decided. To be seen. But I might go mute here for a quick second while I make a phone call or two. So, in the meantime, just enjoy me on the phone while I mute myself. Never mind. Well, I have to wait and see if said individual decides to call back or not, but probably won't be able to come on. I was literally not even last second, current second springing on them. So yeah. And it's getting late, bro. Well. But yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Only person watching. Oh shoot! You can see the entire thing. Okay, gotta fix that. Can't have you seeing everything about me. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. I thought I had pegged the stream to this particular tab, but it's just the browser itself. So gotta remember that for future reference. Hopefully, I might be able to use like either Firefox or Chrome in the future. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, just killing time. That might hit. Let's see here. Hear my Yoda voice, you will. things I do by myself to distract time while I wait for my guy, the other guy, to show up. At this rate, make rank a master. He will not. So, yeah. Just chilling like a villain. Man, I'm probably gonna edit out the first 10 to 15 minutes of this for when I post the podcast, just so the podcast listeners don't have to listen to me ramble. Oh yeah, that's fair. It's kind of the point of the whole podcast, is rambling about reptiles. But maybe I can do a little something on the side while I'm waiting. But do I have a pencil? No. No, I do not. So, this has been one of the most awkward quarter hours of my life. Just trying to keep going. But, oh, if you are going to CrocFest and you see me there, yeah, feel free to come up to me. I promise I don't bite, or at least I'll try not to. But yeah, and if you feel like doing it, maybe hop on the podcast for a little bit, hop on the live stream for a little bit, hopefully get a chat about some stuff. So yeah, but CrocFest wise, what are some things I want to do there? While probably I haven't worked with the Cubans in quite a bit, so maybe spend some time with the Cubans, not in their enclosure, obviously. And I haven't seen the Orinoco's in a while either, or the Salties. Oh man, I almost forgot about Max, the Salty I took down to Dieter back in 2020. Hard to believe it's been over half a decade since I took Max down there. He or she or they. It's June. What do you expect from? That croc has grown a fair bit, and yeah, I haven't gotten a real good look at her in quite a while. So definitely want to see Max again. But yeah, people I'm hoping to see there, I do not know for certain. Well, Dieter obviously, but that's a given. We'll probably be chatting quite a bit, especially in the morning leading up to it, getting everything set up and just right, make sure that live stream goes so much smoother than this one, hopefully. But yeah, other than that, I don't have a full list of people who are going to it yet, so I don't know exactly who I'm going to see. I mean, Flavio, I imagine, is probably going to be there. I don't know. There might be some more very prominent reptile YouTubers out who go to that, in which case, who knows? I think we mentioned one or two of them that might show up, in which case some of them might be kind of... but, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, if you guys have any questions, feel free to chat them in the live chat. I've got nothing better to do than answer questions for anyone who's watching. But yeah. Shoot, let me check that text again. Oh, by the way, Sam, if you're watching, hey, how's Dayton treating you? Let's see here. Okay. But let me text Bryant real quick. See what he's where he's at. I wonder if he's seen anything on that hike. If so, it would definitely be interesting for him to show it. I don't know if he plans on showing it or not, but it could be interesting. But yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Future trips, herping wise. I don't know. Maybe Arizona. Potentially this on August, because the summer classes I am taking, they do end in the very end of July, and the course I'll take on the branch campus I'm going to, they won't start till the end of August, basically. So I'll have almost an entire month where I don't have any classwork, and there's a potential trip lining up with a few other people. Going to keep that under wraps for the moment. Remains to be seen, but no, it's not a text from him. Dang it. Other than that, maybe a little bit here and there in Ohio, but yeah, no, I mean, definitely not going overseas for the remainder of this year. Next year, it really depends, especially on finances, because even though the branch campus I'm going to is a lot more affordable, it's still a lot of money. I'm not going to be able to work full time while being a full time student as well. So financially, it might be kind of tight, but we'll see. Try and pull through. Potential one particular trip. One particular potential trip I'm really, really hoping for. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to say. But Bryant just texted me, said he's almost there. So yeah. This has been something. This has been something. I won't be surprised if the demographics on this stream are quite crap. So, this has been something. This has been something. I won't be surprised if the demographics on this stream are quite crap. So, yeah. Got a little bit of Spaceballs instant VHS moment there. List of favorite reptiles. I'm actually saving that for a potential future video at the moment, but just to name number one off the top of my head, I'll probably just go American alligator. Good old reliable. So, yeah, I've just worked a ton with alligators in the past. Have great workable personalities. They just look cool. They're iconic. For a crocodilian, they're pretty tough in terms of like their temperature range and stuff like that. Salinity wise, obviously not. They're not a saltwater crocodile. But unlike a saltwater crocodile, they can handle a little bit of a temperature drop. And what do we have here in the inland United States? Not that much salt water, but a whole heckin' lot of cold weather. So they're obviously not going to survive up here in the Midwest where I live, but it makes things a little easier, especially in terms of like housing them for the winter, in case your building gets a little colder than you thought. Yeah, the beard. Yeah, the beard is it's not going to be nice to me. I'm definitely going to trim it down a little bit, but I gotta keep it. Otherwise, I shave it off. It look like the surprise Pikachu meme. So I'm definitely not going to go full clean shaven. I'm not going to go full bachelor Amish in terms of my facial hair. I'm going to keep something. But back to gators. Yeah. Also, I obviously can't keep any at the moment just because, one, my living situation, I don't have the facilities to keep one. I mean, I could keep a baby or juvenile relatively easily enough. But two, I legally can't at the moment. I have to have my own actual facility, and I have no idea exactly how difficult the regs are in terms of getting the permits for those. In Ohio, I know that the permit system requires is you to be a nonprofit rescue, which, from what I've heard, for keeping venomous reptiles, so like cobras and vipers and stuff, it's relatively easy to get. However, I've also heard people say it's probably a lot more difficult for crocodilians. I'd argue it should be the opposite of that, since it's a lot more likely for a venomous snake to get out of his cage, and it's a lot easier for him to really hurt someone. Whereas a crocodilian is going to be a lot harder to get out of his cage, and if it does get out, it's a lot easier to notice it and a bit easier to find it. So, but danger wise, I could kind of understand the argument for that. But out of curiosity, how's this mic sound? I know my room I'm currently in is a little bit echoey. I'm gonna be hopefully working on a new setup here in the next 2 months or so. But yeah, I've got my. If you watched the stream before, past few months, I actually got a decent webcam to record with. So I got specifically for CrocFest because it actually has a fairly lengthy HDMI cord, so I could actually position it far enough away that I can actually get some decent capture of, like, say, a group sitting down instead of having to rely on the very narrow, limited view of the webcam mounted in my laptop. And also, I think the lens on my laptop's mini cam has just gotten dirty, and I can't quite get in to clean it out, so the video quality is not good. Es no bueno. So, oh, who is this? Hello? Hey, long time no see, Kimosabe. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me? The past half hour sure makes for an interesting listen. Okay. Well, that gives me a chance to work on the layout. Uh, okay, can you hear me? All right. Yeah, for the past 30 minutes or so. Uh, are you going to share it with us, or Hognose? Nice. Uh, you're breaking up again. Uh, you're muted and your video's just all wobbly. Yeah. Okay. All right. I need to see if I can change something or not. Let's see here. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. This might be a little bit difficult. I didn't I didn't think about it not being able to capture the audio from Bryant's end. So, I have to try and figure that whole mess out. Hmm. 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 Might have to plug my end. And let's see here. Alright. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up Bryant as well, though. I doubt it. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out. It should work. In fully disclosure, it should work for the live event, but I don't know. Maybe from here on out, I'll just stick to the old, faithful, reliable method I had used in the past. Oof. Yeah, it's just. This is why we're doing this podcast now, is get all the bugs out of the way in this stream and not the main CrocFest stream. So, yeah. I don't know why it's like that. Oh. Okay, I think I cracked the code on that one. We'll see. I might be able to just call Bryant. And hopefully he'll be able to join in. So, man, I hate showing his personal number on here, but I kind of have to get it dialed in. We'll see how that goes. All right. I should probably try and obscure his number, but He's probably... It was worth a shot. But hopefully I got the sound issue fixed for future episodes, so I can actually use this streaming software. Because so far, there's quite a few things about the streaming software that I actually like, that has a lot of potential for the future. So hopefully in the near future, be able to get some things going. I need to toy around with a few things here and there. Like, I apparently can add a dynamic background to the Google Meets calls, so I might have to toy around with getting on Canva and drawing something up, making a nice little background so it's not just two floating heads. And I need to get this layout figured out so it's both of us equally. So instead of just me down the tiny corner when someone else is on, you're able to see all two of us, and depending on how many guests we have, maybe all three. I'm moving my hands around like I'm Donald Trump. The world is gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be grand. No one builds better wells than me. Just ask Joe Biden. Sorry. Shoot. Let me send him another email. Hopefully he'll be able to hop back on. But yeah, he got himself an Eastern hognose. So he actually got himself a heterodon, which is another species I'm really hoping to see this upcoming trip is heterodon. Which is that? What's that down there? Is that southern hogs? I don't know. I'm not the most well versed at heterodon. I'm sorry, Zach. Please forgive me, even though I aspire to be one of your future students. So that yeah. Yeah. We're trying to get Bryant's situation as a shindig figured out. Hopefully we'll be able to get him back on here soon. Answer your question, Sam, that you texted me. I hopefully have figured out the audio problem. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully you'll be actually able to hear him this time around. But yeah, he got a hognose on his hike. So there's that. So yeah, just double checking the audio, making sure it's working proper. Hopefully he'll be back in his car soon and he'll be able to join us. But yeah, 40 minutes down, almost. But yeah, definitely have a few class assignments I need to get finished before I go on this trip, because I am taking 2 online classes. But thankfully it's the first week of classes, so they're kind of the easier assignments, the lighter assignments. So hopefully it shouldn't take me too much time, and I should have them done by Thursday evening. Hopefully, I might have to take some time out, maybe Saturday night to finish them. I don't know. Hopefully not. So hopefully I could actually spend Saturday night appropriately partying it up at the CrocFest post party, or maybe herping out in the big thicket. I don't know which one yet. But yeah. It's definitely been a stream. It has definitely been a stream. So I might give that guy another call again, see if he wants to hop on. Who knows? He might not. Or TBD. So I'll be back to you guys in half a second. Still a no from him. Still a no. Definitely going to be an interesting review. Yeah, that explains it. But yeah. In other news, Eastern Hog Nose. Woo woo. Good for Bryant. Hog season. Well, I don't know. Hogtober is a thing, so maybe this fall I'll do a couple trips down to Southwest Ohio. Maybe. See if I can get some of those really Halloween orange color face hog noses. And good thing about Southwest Ohio is I might have a place or two to crash for free. We'll see. We'll see how much friends and family can tolerate me for an evening or two. But yeah, other than that, herping in Ohio. I don't. I've never really hit up the Wayne National Forest that much. I probably should go down there. Allegedly, there's timbers down there, so maybe see if I can get those. There's also eastern copperheads down there. Maybe go along the Scioto River Basin. Maybe try and find speckled king snake, but those are, those things are rarer than hen's teeth at the best of times, and they're fossorial. So good luck finding those. Other than that, probably up in Northwest Ohio for the most part, trying to get Lake Erie water snakes and eastern fox snakes. Try and finally get those two off the list. In all honesty, if I wasn't going down to Houston this weekend, I probably would be going up to Sheldon. Gotta keep it a secret. Up to the Northwest Ohio, up to like Lake Erie shores, up to the islands, and try and get a few things. But maybe the weekend after. Depends on the weather and all that. So, but yeah. Yeah, just work on my lifer list, I guess. Personal collection wise, I caved. I caved into my weakness. I got another scrub python a month or two ago. It's eating for me. Looks in good health, but unlike the past, this one is the very definition of the scrub python attitude. So pray for me. Pray for me that he calms down. Yeah. But yeah, just working on trying to keep things busy while Bryant goes with ever living struggle of joining the call. I'll give him a quick call, see if I can get him on. Okay. Must be in an area with poor reception. Um, just respond to a quick text. But yeah, just keeping busy, trying to keep up with everything. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully, hopefully he'll be able to join me soon. Yeah, just ultimate. Oh, oh, oh. Are you here? Hey, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Want make sure the audio is fully working. Just shoot. Uh, your audio is still not coming through for some reason. Let me. Hmm. No, it's something on my end. So let's see if I can. Application audio capture. Display capture. Image. Yeah, we're still alive. Uh, not. Yeah. Let's see here. Um. Phew. Can you just try speaking up real loudly? Just keep going for a hot second while I try and figure it all out. You're. It's not. It's not working no matter what I try. Maybe let me let me try something. I hate doing this. This is just like old CrocCast, but also your audio quality is kind of dipping in and out from my end. Uh, uh, you know what? I think I'm just gonna call it a night with this. It's just kicking my butt. So, and you're obviously in poor reception area, so I think we'll just work on this again at CrocFest. Like I said, I think the setup will work good for live streaming from CrocFest. But yeah, need to definitely work on a few things. Again, I can bear. Again, you sound like a robot having a stroke right now. I can't hear a thing you're saying. So, well, um, I guess we'll just call it here, folks. Thanks for sitting with us as we struggle so hard. But yeah, join us next time. Hopefully, we'll actually have the tech situation figured out. Until then, arrivederci.